We've all heard the famous line from Lao Tzu, "The Tao that can be spoken is not the eternal Tao." But recently, a scholar jumped out and said, actually, back in Lao Tzu's day, the word Tao didn't mean to speak at all. Well, perhaps that's technically correct from a philological standpoint. But here's the irony. The very debate over wording proves the limitation of language itself. The Buddha once preached endlessly, tirelessly explaining the Dharma, but at some point he grew weary of words. So one day, instead of speaking, he simply held up a flower and smiled. Thousands of disciples watched, but only one truly understood. That wasn't a failure of speech, it was a failure of language as a medium for truth. Language allows us to name, to divide, to compare, light and dark, you and me, right and wrong. But in that very act of distinction, we often lose what's whole. When we say I love you, there is already a separation between I and you, but real love is unity, not duality. Just like the Tao, it's not something you say, it's something you walk. Like love, the Tao is meant to be practiced, not pronounced. Lao Tzu didn't ask us to become masters of rhetoric, he asked us to let go. To follow the Tao, one must practice daily reduction. Reduce and reduce until one acts without effort. In modern life we do the opposite. We add knowledge, words, desires, labels. But Lao Tzu says, take away your cleverness, take away your language, take away your ego. Then, maybe you'll meet him. Let's say one day, brain-computer interfaces allow us to communicate telepathically. No words, just raw thoughts and emotions. Even then, we'll still discover some truths can't be transmitted because they can't even be separated. Can a drop of water explain the ocean? Can a line of code express the entire universe? Language is a shadow, Tao is the light, words are symbols, truth is the experience. You can read the Tao Te Ching 1,000 times, memorize it front to back, but that's still the Tao that can be spoken. Lao Tzu doesn't care how well you quote him. He wants to know, have you walked the path? Have you dissolved your ego? Have you tasted the silence? In the West, there's a saying, WWJD, what would Jesus do? It's not just a phrase, it's a guide. So let me ask you, WWLD, what would Lao Tzu do? If you can answer that in your heart, maybe you don't need words at all.